God for the haters.
Not putting together. We're going to skip that topic. I didn't know. You said Gladys Knight is doing the anthem at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Gladys Knight is going to be singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl in the ATL. She had some comments in regards to Colin Kaepernick, and basically her stance was that and I'm paraphrasing, she was saying, why did we have to make this about the anthem? And basically, she kind of went on to talk about the anthem in a positive way, knowing, at least to us and outsiders looking in, that, hey, this anthem was written by a racist, Francis Scott Key, and despite the fact that they took that stanza out years ago, that song still resonates within the black community since Colin Kaepernick kneeled. And we learned some things about this anthem where, hey, this was basically saying that, you know, you're killing all blacks. That's basically what you're saying within this anthem. So she had a different view on the anthem, and it's like, okay, why are you making this about that? I understand, you know, what he knelt for in terms of social injustice and, you know, police brutality and things like that. But she basically was saying, don't bring the anthem into the situation. So obviously she got the clap back from a lot of people on Twitter, and now everybody, you know, we say mute R. Kelly, everybody want to mute Gladys Knight.
I don't know who everybody is. I didn't see this, but no, don't
I've seen some stuff. I've seen some stuff. Man.
Here's the thing. Much like the Chrisette Michele situation that didn't go well for her.
Her name was brought up too.
And it didn't turn out well for her. Let's be very clear.
No, it didn't.
Where do you draw and where do you draw the line between morals and getting your bread?
Getting money.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you don't get paid for the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was the halftime show.
Okay, it was the halftime show.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you get paid for that. I wonder because that changes the narrative if she just doing this for free as opposed to getting paid.
Right.
That's one thing.
Right.
Two. And Big Boy's performing. Travis Scott's performing.
Maroon 5.
Who, whatever. I don't know what his narrative, what their narrative is.
Sure.
Don't care. Sure. Travis Scott and Big Boy performing.
And let me add another act to that. Chloe and Holly, I think, are going to be added to that halftime show.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. And I haven't heard a lot of backlash, but I've seen a couple people. You know what? I'm not gonna listen to them no more. You know, everybody's just because everybody in their stuff right now. Everybody in their stuff right now. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Fine. And I'm kind of like whatever.
Okay, so here we go. Right. And Shree says they gave $500K to the donation of their choice. What I'll say is that there are stories that that money, all that is fake news. I don't have no facts. I don't have no, nothing to confirm that.
Yep.
I'm just saying that what has been in the atmosphere is that there's no $500K to be spoken of that's going to be donated, paid to Travis Scott, etc., etc.
Yep.
It remains that people generally don't get paid for halftime shows. That's the story.
Right.
I can't confirm.
Because remember, there was also that narrative that the NFL was trying to make artists pay the NFL to do the halftime shows at these Super Bowls.
Right. And
that's why guys like Jay-Z were boycotting against performing.
Trying to get they actually had a conversation with Travis Scott. It was said that Jay-Z went to speak to him.
Right.
Somebody else went to speak to him saying like, nah, if we can convince you to not do this, we would convince you.
And speaking of Jay-Z, I want to bring back Chloe and Holly for a second here. The knock on Chloe and Holly actually participating in the
that she's signed to
shows that
label.
They're signed to Beyonce's label, and Beyonce and Jay are connected, and so they're making that whole thing
Well, let me say let me get to the shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody performing, sing, etc.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind,
Yep.
that's really no different from watching the Super Bowl if you're against the NFL.
This is true.
It's really no different to me.
This
I
is
think
true.
that if you riding with the NFL, if you're protesting it,
Yep.
then you protesting it. That means watching, participating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I watch the NFL. I'm not gonna sit here. So in my mind, I'm just as guilty for condoning the bullshit as a big boy would be or Travis Scott would be.
And who are we to come at Gladys Knight the way most folks have come at her?
I don't know.
For her,
I don't know.
comments.
I gotta read that quote. To get as far as her, I gotta read that quote to really, really, in my mind to break it down. I don't know what I heard you say, and correct me if I'm wrong. What I heard you say is essentially, she thinks that the national anthem is some sort of a unification thing.
Yes.
Like we cool with that should be what brings us together.
Right. So here's the quote. I got it right here. I understand that Mr. Kaepernick is protesting two things, and they are police violence and injustice. It is unfortunate that our national anthem has been dragged into this debate when the distinctive senses of the national anthem and fighting for justice should each stand alone. And then she goes on to say, I'm here today and on Sunday, February 3rd, to give the anthem back its voice, to stand for that historic choice of words, the way it unites us when we hear it, and to free it from the same prejudices and struggles I have fought long and hard for all my life. So those were her comments in regard to that.
Gladys Knight is a and I want to be careful because I respect Gladys Knight. And I know my respect for her is solely based musically, and that might not have nothing to do with who she is as a human being.
But take this into account
but maybe,
too. She came from when things back in the South were bad from a racial and a social standpoint.
That don't mean she's knowledgeable.
No, I'm not saying to say that she is.
So what I'm saying is that the second and third verse of that song still exists. The just because you don't sing those lines of that song, the first verse is still symbolic to what the second and third verse are. It's a cohesive song.
Right.
The problem is, and
go ahead.
That's crazy for somebody who was there in them times.
Right.
You would think that she knows exactly what that song stands for.
Yeah.
There's no misinterpretation of the lyrics. There's no higher plane and no clairvoyant message in that song that would allow me to think that she came on and said this is, or that she ever thought. Let's be clear, that she ever thought that was the song that would unify Americans, black, white, and indifferent together. When that song is flat out saying, hang niggas.
We don't care about black people. That's basically what this song is. The fact that this song still exists,
it's crazy,
and I don't care if they remove verses and bars from it. The fact that it still exists in this country, and the fact that in every sporting event they want you to stand for the anthem, they want you to put your right hand on your heart and all this stuff.
Take your hat off.
Take your hat off and all this stuff.
I'm black. You are saying in the song, or at least in the message of the song, that I'm nothing to you,
right?
And you want to hang me, and we're
something.
singing this, and not only, and not to cut you off, And not only are, you know, it's being sung by black people all over the world.
And it's still to this day. Let me tell you something.
Thank God for the haters though.